Hey, 5 days left. What's up? It's a Culture Detective here investigating your favorite movies. And today I'm going to be doing a quick movie review on a movie I finally finished watching last night, Meg to the Trench. So Meg to the Trench is a new movie. I love the squeaky chair by director Ben Wheatley, and it is a movie released this year. And I don't know, I just feel like I haven't seen enough trash movies this year, and I thought that it would be a good moment, it would be a good time for me to watch Meg to the Trench. Now, I haven't seen Meg 1, I haven't seen the first movie, and I don't care, and I will never see it. And it doesn't really matter anyways. But Meg 2 is essentially a story about Jason Statham fighting a gigantic shark, specifically the megalodon, which is one of the biggest shark species in the world. And so that's basically the entire movie. It's about Jason Statham fighting sharks, and this time not just one shark, but multiple sharks. And on top of that, we also get other sea creatures like a giant octopus, like a kraken, as well as other animals like lizards, like giant lizards. So, yeah, there are a lot of animals to fight. That's pretty much the movie. First of all, I want to say that I watched this movie in two sittings. I watched it a couple of nights ago and then I finished it last night. And on both of these days, I was also extremely sleepy, and I found myself falling asleep again and again and again in the middle of the movie. Not because the movie is boring or anything. I mean, it kind of is, but also because I'm insanely tired. So right off the bat, my experience with this movie is already not that great. Second of all, this movie is a collaboration movie with China. So I guess a majority of this film takes place in Shanghai, and the moment I see that, in fact, the moment I saw the Chinese movie production company logo in the beginning of the movie, I'm like, okay, I know what we're signing up for. Because there are a lot of Chinese characters. But anyways, a good bulk of the characters in this movie are Chinese, and there are a lot of moments of Mandarin dialogue in this movie, and I just know for a fact that this movie is not made for Americans. This movie is made for Chinese people. This is American cinema for the Chinese. It's made very digestible. It has a lot of Chinese characters, and they're all really cool and rich, and there are a lot of Mandarin dialogues. And I know that whenever they have Mandarin dialogue in the movie, a bunch of people, a bunch of Chinese nationalists, is just gonna cum their pants. So obviously there's that. That doesn't necessarily detract my enjoyment of the movie. It doesn't make the movie bad. It just makes me go, okay, I see what you're doing. Yeah, and with that being a fact, this movie has some really fake looking CGI because that is a very common trope in Chinese blockbusters and blockbusters. And it's not that the CGI is bad, it's just very overused. Some of the shots here are clearly animations, they're not real. And then another thing is this movie doesn't have to be 2 hours long. Like, a good chunk of the movie is just the characters walking on the seabed. And, it could have been interesting. The seabed is a very interesting, horrifying place to be. But the movie also bloats the story with this corporate espionage thing with a side villain, which doesn't really add anything to the story at all. That said, though, Act 3 is so ridiculous, it's actually kind of fun. Like, ironically, like a giant octopus and multiple giant sharks and giant lizards plaguing the land. A lot of ridiculous action. It's actually kind of fun. But overall, it's just kind of a meh movie. It just feels like a plain movie. This is the exact type of movie you would watch on an airplane. It's overproduced. It looks very fake. There's a lot of action. The plot is really simple, and for some reason, just the way the camera moves is so it's so animated, yet at the same time so cliche, so packaged to a point where it doesn't feel like a real movie at all. So, yeah, it's exactly the kind of movie you would turn up in the airplane entertainment menu and you just want to watch something random and entertaining just to keep yourself awake. So yeah, 3 out of 10. Strong 3. So have you watched Meg 2 The Trench? Comments below, let me know. Subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching.